Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk a bit about Xbox and how they're blaming, I guess, the economy or their own decisions on why they had to close three of their studios in the last week. One being Tango, who did High Rush, which is very popular and was on Game Pass right away, and everyone loved it. And then Arcane Austin, which was Redfall, and then another one called Alpha Dog, which I'd never heard of, but I'm sure was doing something incredible or working on something. I just kind of want to talk about like the financial issues and how I don't quite understand them, but I do. So they're saying they don't have the revenue to keep these businesses running, even though I'm sure Hi-Fi Rush made tons of money, and that game alone probably could have kept them going for a couple of years. That particular branch, can't say the same thing about Redfall, but I don't think that deserves people out of a job. For a company to buy like another development company for Activision Blizzard for $69 billion or whatever, how outrageous it was, and then turn around and go, oh well, we can't actually afford to keep these three ones we bought recently too. So you're a business killer, is what you're telling me. Like you went out and bought these the smaller corporations, and we're just like, yeah, we're gonna close you down now, and that's where I have the biggest issue is it's like if you couldn't afford to keep them running and they could have been selling their product to you, but now you're shutting them down because they were costing you money, that just doesn't seem right. Um, Phil Spencer also had said something not too long ago about keeping them, being able to keep everything like creative and having these smaller companies that are supposed to be making the small creatives, and then to immediately like turn around and be like, sorry, we got to cut them. I don't have the money. Is just absolute garbage. I don't believe that that was the scenario at all. I think they're checking their stocks pretty much and just being like, how can we show that we are making more money this year than last year? Which I don't know if they will, but I assume that's kind of the process. They're, excuse me, hitting their quarterly, and then they're just gonna be like, well, technically, we're not losing as much money as we did last quarter because you cut people's lives up and are literally explaining it like it's nothing. Oh, we had to do it. No, you didn't. There's no way you had to do it. Microsoft does so much wild stuff with the money they have that they just like quit on. That you shouldn't be doing that to the developers that already exist. It's one thing for you to start your own thing and then like hire some people for this like pretty much startup, even though it's under your branch. It's another thing to go buy a company that's doing well and you're purchasing from and other people are purchasing from, and then just be like, you know what, we're gonna shut you down. We don't want to pay anymore. That's outrageous. Um, Helldivers is a great example of a game that cost nothing, is making PlayStation now so much money hand over fist. I will probably do another video based on what's going on with PlayStation and everything kind of correlated in the last week, which is wild that it's only been like a week. Like it was literally like this happened on Monday and this is what happened on Thursday, and pretty wild and pretty amazing story, to be honest. But I wanted to clearly just do this one on Xbox and Microsoft and how they really screwed the pooch, and how most people are going to look down at them, and other developers probably won't want to play ball with them anymore because they just don't trust them. They lost their faith in Xbox, and I don't blame them. I would lose my faith. Can you imagine working with someone and then them just like out of the blue just being like, I'm going to fire those guys because my paycheck wasn't as much last week? Because that's what it looks like to everyone in the world. Um, that's my 2 cents. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to drop, something in the comments, we can keep discussing it. I'm going to do probably one on about PlayStation and the Helldivers incident. And if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear more from you.